At the time, look strictly towards the face of the person. Then he or she introduce himself or herself. Listen to the name. While looking at the face, your eyes will store his face. Means your eyes will send the photo of the other person to some place of the right brain. Listen to the name, characters, Rahul or Sweta. This RAHUL is stored at some part of the left brain. This RAHUL or Sweta, SWETHA, is stored in the left brain. The picture of that Rahul or Sweta is stored at some part of the right brain. And this linking between left brain and right brain, the moment she or he gives her introduction or his introduction, leaves your place, then what you have to do, you have to strong the link by repeating that. What is that? Rahul or Sweta. You have to close your eyes, visualize the face of the person and repeat the name 10 times minimum. Rahul, 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 so that the link is getting strengthened. Means Rahul is here, face is here, Sweta is here, face is here. The link is getting strengthened, and whenever it is required, whenever you see Sweta or Rahul, even after 10 years or 15 years, you can address them by using their names. So the secret of memory is in the secret of making the link stronger. The people who come for my counseling, the regular question I listen to them is, sir, I am not able to bring transformation in my team members, in my subordinates, in my employees. The managers or executives say. On the other hand, the employees say, my boss doesn't listen to me, my boss doesn't understand me, my boss even doesn't understand my emotional needs, and whenever I am in strong need of leave, he doesn't sanction even leave for me. He doesn't care me, he doesn't bother about me, he doesn't think of the welfare of me. On the other hand, employees say. My dear friends, the problem lies here always within ourselves. The problem is always there within ourselves. If we know to communicate the things properly to the other people, communication is not delivering or giving some message to the other person. That is not the communication, mere communication. It is the correct and clear communication. We have to make the other person understand what we would like to convey. For communication, language is not at all the criteria. Even you can use your body language. The thing is that you have to interpret, you have to convey, you have to communicate whatever you would like to express exactly, and you have to make the other person understand the same. Suppose an employee has a problem, I can't say it is the problem of the boss, it is the mistake of the employee. We have to understand the human being as the human being, and it is our duty to make the other person understand us properly. So we may be at failure sometimes in interpreting or conveying messages properly. So from our part, our intention is like this: the other person is not changing. Before that, let me tell you, we have to change before expecting the other person to change for ourselves. If we change according to the other person, obviously the purpose is served. Means you have conveyed the message properly to the other person and you will get the result whatever you want. One saying we have to remember always: we have to change which we can't accept, and we have to accept that we can't change. That is the life. Suppose if you want to bring transformation in your employee, understand him, know his right brain. The transformation in any person starts in right brain. The seed for transformation in any person is there in the right brain. How you get activated with your right brain? How can you activate the right brain of yours or the right brain of the others? We have to know. By putting an example, can we bring transformation in the other person? We have to question ourselves. If it is adaptable, we have to adapt that, putting examples so that bringing transformation in the employee. Or by putting a question in front of the employee, shall we bring transformation in the employee using this putting the question method? Or showing some live examples, means in our times whatever the people by doing such great things, they have won that, they have gone to the higher levels, and by doing the efforts without thinking before attempting the efforts, the people, some people whoever are leading ordinary life and meager lives. Showing a live example, we can bring transformation in the employees. Is this method suitable for the employee who is there in front of you? Means no unique method is suitable for everybody. In this universe, everybody unique. Being a top leader or extraordinary leader, we have to understand which method suits what person. So to bring transformation in the other person, is putting a question method is applicable, or showing a live example is applicable, or giving some chance to the other person to think about his life. Means if you do this, what will you get? If you do this, what will you get? What is the cause that you are doing now? What will be the effect in the future? So give a time for the other person so that he thinks. Undoubtedly you can find some transformation. You can find the transformation what you want in your employee. Obviously you will get the transformation, undoubtedly and definitely. Some teachers complain that my students are listening to me. I will go to the classroom with a great intention and with a great attitude that every of my student should get higher marks in examinations. But I don't know whether it is my unfate or unfortune, my students doesn't care me, my students don't care me and they don't listen to me. What is wrong with my students? The teachers complain. Answer to the same is, we have to introspect ourselves. Before showing the index finger to the other person, we have to realize that 3 fingers within ourselves are pointing towards us. Yes, that is fact. Before expecting change in the other person, as I told earlier, we have to introspect ourselves whether any change or any improvements are to be made within me before I expect any transformation or development in the other person. So in my view, he or she is the genuine teacher. In my view, teacher means not merely teaching the subject. Teacher, genuine teacher, effective teacher is one who just creates enthusiasm and interest in the students. Once that enthusiasm and zeal towards the subject is generated in the brains of the students, you just leave the students, they are on the path of learning, they are on the path of seeking knowledge. Textbooks are there, they will go through them. You are there to clarify their doubts. So the first most thing that one teacher should do is creating zeal and enthusiasm in the student towards that subject. Some spouses complain, my better half is not understanding me properly, and whatever I expect from the other person, the other life partner is not up to the expectations of mine. It is my misfortune to get married to that spouse, some spouses say. So my dear friends, let me tell you about the marital relationships. Yes, there is a close relationship between leadership qualities as well as the marital relationship. In a team, the team leader gives directions, motivates and get the benefits from the team members, being he also one of the team members. In family life also, one better half is team leader, being the other spouse is team member. Vice versa, when the other team member becomes a team leader, the other person should become team member. Whenever that better understanding is there, there is the result of happy and success marital life. Let me tell you one thing. The real definition for marriage is nothing but the combination of two forgiving and understanding hearts. Marriage is the combination of two understanding and forgiving hearts. Not only merely getting two physical bodies attached together. No. So, half of the body is here, half of the body is there. If both of together meet together, they form perfect one. That is the real meaning of marriage. That is the real definition of marriage. So, better understanding of the spouse and fulfilling the emotional needs also of the spouse is the secret of happy marital life. While listening to the needs of the spouse, you don't listen opening your ears. Close your ears and listen through your eyes. Suppose if you offer a movie to your wife, shall we go movie this evening? If you listen to her mouth, she says, okay, it's alright, okay, it's alright. Means she says, okay, it's alright, not required. If you listen with your eyes, you will come to know that, you will come to understand she is not in interest of watching a movie. If you listen through your eyes to the words, to the feelings and through the gestures, through the facial movements of your spouse, then will come, it's alright, okay, no problem. Means she is interested but she is not expressing completely outside to you. Yeah, it is the nature of almost all the people. They can't express, they can't convey completely outside, and they expect others to understand their expectations. If we can know this, and if we can rise to the level of understanding the expectations of the other people and fulfilling them by not listening to the ears, by listening through the eyes, and not listening to their mouth and listening to their facial movements, then you are the best leader. You will be successful not only in family life, not only in office life, not only in social friend, you will be successful in any walk of life, in any aspect of your life. So, to lead a successful, happy and peaceful life, everyone should possess the leadership qualities. Another very important quality for a leader is communication skills. Unless and until we possess communication skills, we are equipped with communication skills, we can't be the best leaders or effective leaders. In order to prove ourselves, or in order to lead an extraordinary lives, history creating lives, we should also inculcate, we should also equip our minds with communication skills. As I told earlier also, communication is not delivering some message by using extraordinary language. It is not at all the communication in my view. It is the communication where you can make the other person understand completely whatever you wanted to convey. You can use not only language, you can use your body language also. Not only the language but also the body language, the eye contact, the gestures, the facial movements. Then only you are the best communicator, you are the effective leader. And another utmost important characteristic of any leader is he should overcome the stage fear. Whenever he needs to address several people, a big gathering, he should not possess that stage fear. My dear friend, there is no stage fear, there is no fear at all, there is no any fear. Do you know the full form of fear? F-E-A-R. False expression appears real.
false expression but appears real. There is nothing, but we feel it is appearing as it is there. Maya. Bhaya is Maya. So we have to come out of this Maya of Bhaya and Bhaya of Maya. Then only we can become confident speakers. And by adapting and practicing effective public speaking techniques, you can also become confident speaker and hence an effective leader.